There's no doubt that Portugal is a hot spot right now. It seems like everyone is thinking about moving here. But is it right for you?
Here are 7 things to keep in mind before moving here so you know what to expect. Some of these might really surprise you, and it's better to know all the facts before taking the plunge. Let's get into it.
Hi, we are Mia and Rafael, founders of Mall Portugal, a property advisory company that helps you buy property like a local. Before we dive in, we kindly ask you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It really helps us out and allow us to continue pushing videos like this every week. Let's dive right in. First thing we want you to know is that Portugal can be really cold. While Portugal has great weather almost year-round, winter can be already complicated with rain and humidity, plus the fact that central heating is not common in most homes in Portugal, and a lot of properties here are not well insulated. Also, they're not built for cold climate. Many times people feel colder inside than outdoors.
That is very true.
To warm up, people usually layer up at home, purchase electric heaters, and a heated blanket, which I never used before until I moved to Portugal. But now it's my favorite gadget in our house, even before our beloved air fryer.
It definitely feels very good. Well, or simply you can also go outside and stay under the sun for warm up for a while.
That's why we always suggest our clients to start the renovation with insulation and then add features like floor heating, central heating, air conditioning. But the best scenario is to run on solar panel or heating pump that will also keep your costs down.
The second fact is that Portuguese time is a thing, so you will have to learn to be flexible. It is very common for shops, restaurants or coffee shops to be closed at random times, and they will have a sign saying "Volto já," that literally means "I'll be right back." But you never know when they will be right back, so this can take a while and be a surprise if you need their services or their products. And then some business will also go on vacation and just close up for an entire month in the middle of a peak tourist season.
It's true. And we don't call people between 1 to 2 p.m. and it's lunch hour. It's sacred here. People sit down, they order a glass of wine, but they certainly will not answer any work-related calls. Same thing goes for before 10 a.m. in the morning. It can be very prolonged morning coffee time. Yeah, they just simply don't pick up.
Work is sacred, but our break is also sacred.
Yes. And July, and especially August, people are on holidays either for 2 weeks straight or take the month off. Usually we cannot get any much progress done during this period of time.
So if you didn't book any vacations at that time, maybe you should consider doing it, because at the end you cannot do much, even if you want to work. And the same thing goes for December, as many people will take time off for Christmas and the New Year together.
If you have appointments with your local friends or business partner, for example, at 10 a.m., it'd probably be more like 10:30 a.m., and this is considered acceptable. I remember one time we had scheduled a couple of visits in Algarve, and we told the agents in advance that we need to be back in Lisbon at the same time. So can we meet very early in the morning? So the appointment is at 9. And we really drove 3 hours just to be on time. We left at 6 a.m. because we had other things planned in the day. So 9 o'clock, we were really surprised, like 9:15 they were there. And then they see us, we greet at the first time, and then they were super friendly. They were like, oh, let's go for a coffee. So guess what? We spent 1 hour sitting in the coffee shop with 3 local agents just to enjoy sunshine and coffee.
And coffee is a very important thing here.
So needless to say, we were late for every appointment that day. But we made it back to Lisbon. So this slower or more relaxed pace of life can either be a blessing or a pet peeve, depending what kind of person you are.
The third fact is that you don't technically need to speak Portuguese to get by, especially in bigger cities like Lisbon and Porto, but you should. Portuguese people really appreciate when foreigners come to the country and put effort into learning some local language.
I think it's really the least we can do, don't you think? But whatever you do, don't speak Spanish in Portugal.
Number 4 is that the public healthcare system is totally free, but don't jump for joy just yet. While healthcare is free for residents of Portugal via Serviço Nacional de Saúde, SNS, that's the name, waiting times can be sometimes long, and we recommend purchasing a private health insurance to help take the load off the public healthcare system here. Private healthcare is not nearly as expensive as healthcare is in the States or in many other countries, and it's well worth it.
Fact number 5. Expect loads and loads of bureaucracy. While Portugal has become a bit more digital, I think it still has a long way to go.
Before you go do anything such as visa runs, acquiring official documents, and so on, make sure you have all the paperwork you need, or you might find yourself waiting months for the same appointment. The pandemic delayed processing times for many different things, and many offices are still catching up. Don't ever rely on supposed turnaround times. It's very common for there to be delays. Just come prepared and you should be fine.
Fact number 6. Rental prices have risen significantly in the last year, especially in bigger cities like Lisbon and Porto. We scout apartments for our clients daily, and even we're sometimes shocked to see how many people are competing for one apartment for rent.
We definitely don't have a crystal ball to anticipate to the future, but we are not expecting these prices to drop anytime soon. It's true that you can still find some decent deals, but you need to act quickly because this type of apartments never last long. And if you are struggling to find an apartment and you would like our help, reach out to us via email and we'll get back to you as soon as possible, or check out our new rental website, propertyrentalportugal.com, and give us a visit there.
Fact number 7. You need to be very patient here. Sometimes one simple thing can take a long time to solve, or a couple of phone calls to just get a clue how to get started. A seemingly very simple situation. Actually, earlier today, we were getting utilities to turn on for our client's property that we just started managing. In this specific location, we called electric company A. They asked for everything they needed to know about us and our company. We spent 30 minutes on the phone with them, and at the end, they told us they cannot sign with the company as a client. So we need to call company B. Company B told us that company A told us the wrong information, that they believe we need to contact company C. After the same routine as company A, which is another 20 minutes on the phone. Finally, company C seems like to be the correct one, but they also need our client's information on top of our information. Now we're back to our client's lawyer to get all the necessary documents. This is how two people that speak Portuguese spent 3 hours on a Thursday afternoon just trying to get the utility turned on. And not counting now, the appointment is set up with the technician to turn on the electricity. The waiting window they gave us is 2.5 hours.
Of course, this is an extreme example, but it really does show that sometimes the system or the process can be complicated and not extremely efficient.
So there you have it. These are just a couple of facts we thought you should know before moving to Portugal. This is not to deter you from considering Portugal, as it is an incredible country with an even better quality of life. But we also think it's important to let you know what to expect before making such a huge decision.
Did you find any of these points surprising? Let us know in the comments below. And if you would like to work with us, or if you feel like you didn't find the answer to your questions, feel free to schedule a one-to-one consultation call with us. We would love to offer you some clarity. You can find a link to schedule a call with us in the description below, along with additional resources on valuable information about moving to Portugal.
As always, if you find this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We post new videos every week.
And don't forget to follow us on TikTok and Instagram. We are quite active there as well.
If you're considering retiring to Portugal but you're not sure where, make sure to watch this video, where we share our top 5 best places to retire in Portugal. See you in the next one.
See you. Bye-bye.